Hey guys, welcome back to GFL, and today we're going to be making pure Indian chicken, so let's begin. Here I have a bunch of chopped stuff, mainly onions, tomatoes, garlic and chilies. Around 5 to 6 onions depending on 1 kg of chicken, around 2 to 3 or tomatoes, and around 8 to 9 pods of garlic and chilies according to your taste. Crank the heat up to max and upon it add a wok. In the wok add in some mustard oil and add in the garlic. Toast the garlic until golden and then add it few 45 whole red chilies. This is so that it gets a great versatile flavor of the entire spice in the whole dish. And now we're adding around a teaspoon of cumin, few cinnamon sticks, small cinnamon sticks, few black cardamom, and around 5 to 7 cloves and 5 to 7 green cardamom. Now we're going to add in half of the onion we have cut. Make sure that the onion you cut is in the same round shape. That is very crucial. After that, add in the green chilies, preferably as per your taste. And then 3 or 4 leaf of bay leaf. Now just toast it up a bit, just shake it up, move it up a bit until the onions are greatly coated in the oil, and then add in the rest of the onion. The very important part here is to cut the onions into the proper shape. When you open up the onion rings, they're going to easily dissolve and mix. It's going to basically be a marriage of the onion and chicken. As you're going to see soon, that the onion is going to cover and coat, and kind of the chicken's going to be in between the onion rings, and that's going to give the chicken nice flavor, and whenever you eat it, you're going to have a nice and decent gravy and caramelization of the onions. Now caramelize it, toast it a little bit, add in some black peppers. You can skip black peppers if you want, but they're going to add a nice bit of spiciness to it. And now I'm going to add mace leaf. It is a very strong and versatile spice, so make sure you don't add in too much, else it's going to dominate a lot. Make sure you just eyeball it, and you can add it around less than 1 whole leaf. It really develops the flavor of the chicken itself. Now move it along a bit, just make sure that the onion does not burn too much, and you're gonna be getting a lovely smell of the spices and the onions and the caramelization of all such things. And now we are gonna add the chicken into it. So we have marinated chicken in some basic spices like coriander, turmeric and red chilli, and we are gonna make a beautiful bed of those chicken. Make sure to keep the onions and the spices underneath it, and you'll know why in a moment. And let it stay like this. Let the chicken lay over top as a bed for some while, but lower the heat to 4 so that the onions don't burn. Let it cook there for a while, and once you feel it's been like 5 to 7 minutes, just toss it and you'll find the great caramelized onions. They will greatly enhance the flavor. That is one of the key tips in this chicken curry. Now I'm gonna crank the heat back up to 6, because now it's gonna be the real time for the chicken to cook. Now I'm gonna add some ginger garlic paste into it. It is gonna give you a better flavor into it. It's gonna give you more garlic flavor into it. Overall, you will not notice the garlic. However, it's gonna be there to still enhance and develop it. We're kind of building blocks to a big building. Every brick is important to it. Now you're just going to let them cook for a while and add in tomatoes. We're not going to add any water, because when tomatoes cook, they release a lot of water on its own. And the chicken is also fresh, so when it is cooked, it's also going to release a lot of water on its own. So we are going to mix it properly, and now we're going to let the tomato cook and dissolve and release its water, which is going to cook our lovely chicken. By doing this, you're adding the sourness and tanginess and a gentle flavor of these tomatoes into your chicken, which is also tip number 2 for us today. Now we're going to add some salt according to our taste. As you can see, the chicken or the tomatoes have released a lot of water, and now it's time for it to stay into hibernation and cook. So now, after adding the salt, we're going to give it a quick mix, and I'm going to put over a lid on it. This lid will make sure that the steam inside does not go away, that the heat is not lost. It's kind of like a closed circuit, so that whatever is in there remains in there. The steam is also going to cook the chicken. It's going to reduce your cooking time. And it's also kind of going to give you like a pressure cooker flavor. It's going to be nice eventually. It's going to be faster and quicker and delicious. Now I'm reducing back the heat to 4 after I've put on the lid. This is so that I'm not going to be moving it for a long time, so that's why I've reduced the heat. Make sure you keep tossing it in between when you keep checking on the chicken. Basically, it's just now you have to cook the chicken. And now I'm gonna add a spoonful of ghee. So my chicken has been cooked, and I'm adding the ghee or clarified butter for aroma and enhanced flavor. And coriander is also another key important step into chicken. It gives a great aroma of it, but make sure you're adding this into the very last step. This should be your last step of chicken, of course, before eating. This should be your last step of making a chicken. Coriander gives a nice fresh breeze in the chicken. It adds a bit of different flavor than all the spices. Gentle, decent flavor. And now our chicken is ready and it's time for serving. Just give it a quick toss so that the coriander is well mixed and the chicken is ready to serve. Thank you for staying with us until then, and I hope you really like the chicken. Go get to your shop and make yourself this chicken. I'm sure you're really gonna enjoy it. If you have any comments, any ideas, any suggestions, just comment below. And please make sure you share, like, subscribe, and send it to other people. So bye, I'll see you with another video.